Rupert's going on holiday by train to his favourite place, Rocky Bay. His friend Morwenna's going too, and she travels with him all the way. At Rocky Bay, the chums agree to see each other the following morning. "Meet me at the Fairy Rocks," Morwenna tells Rupert as she leaves waving. The next day, the little bear runs down to the bay as fast as he can. "Have you seen Morwenna?" he politely asks his friend, Fisherman Dan. "Yes, Rupert," replies Dan. "She's on the Fairy Rocks, further along there." Rupert goes the way Dan said, but he can't see Morwenna anywhere. And as the little bear wonders where his friend can be, he hears her voice some distance away calling, "Cooey!" "Come up here," she calls to the little bear, beckoning with a wave. "I want you to see what I found, Rupert. I think it's a fairy's cave. Can you hear the tiny feet running?" And Rupert listens in surprise. But then he takes a look outside. "It's a rabbit, Morwenna," he cries. "Oh dear," sighs Morwenna. "I'm sure there are fairies here somewhere." "Cheer up, Morwenna. Let's build a sandcastle," suggests the little bear. "Yes," says Morwenna. "We'll build a big sandcastle that's very grand." So they hurry down to a quiet beach and are soon digging in the sand. Says Morwenna, "I'm putting our sandwiches and things on that rock there." As she does, Rupert finds a shell and calls her as he holds it in the air. "I've not seen a shell like this before. It's as big as a dish," says Rupert, as up from the sea leaps a very large fish. The giant fish frightens the chums and Morwenna lets the shell fall, but they find it again quite quickly in a shallow rock pool. "That was a big fish," said Morwenna. "It gave me quite a scare." "Look out behind you," cries Rupert. "Something's there." A mighty crab crawls onto the rock and gives the chums a terrible fright. "Oh no," cries Rupert, "it's after us," and they run with all their might. The great creature moves at speed and chases them across the beach. Quickly they clamber up a rock to get out of the awful creature's reach. "This is where I left our things," Morwenna tells the little bear, and so, safe from the giant crab, they eat their sandwiches there. Later, Rupert looks over the rock and calls Morwenna to come and see. "The crab's going away," he says, "but the tide's coming up quickly." It's getting darker and the sea's rising to the top of the rock, when a voice calls from the shell and gives the chums a shock.
"Hosa! Hosa!"
calls the tiny voice from the shell.
"Please tell me exactly where you are and if you're feeling well."
"We're stranded on the Fairy Rocks," says Rupert, "and we're as well as can be."
"Right,"
says the tiny voice.
"My boat's coming for you across the sea."
So Rupert and Morwenna look far out to sea, and through the dark night they see coming towards them a beautiful boat that's shining bright. The chums climb into the magical boat, and it sails off upon the waves, and almost immediately the craft enters some wonderful caves. As they leave the boat, they see something that fills them with surprise. "Look, that giant crab's here," cries Rupert, who can't believe his eyes. "I wonder where it's going," says Rupert. "Let's follow it and see." They do, and the giant crab leads the chums to a chubby little pixie.
"You found my magic shell!"
Cries the pixie, leaping into the air.
"Oh, Rupert and Morwenna, you really are the most wonderful pair. You see,"
said the pixie,
"I lost the shell last night. Now you return it. I'm filled with delight."
"How is it," asks the little bear, "that you know our names so well?"
"Because,"
explains the pixie,
"I could hear you through the shell. With that shell, I can hear for miles around,"
continues the pixie.
"and it's my job to listen out for people in danger on the sea."
"It's getting very late," says Rupert. "It's time for us to go. Our parents will be worried about where we are, I know."
"You're right," says the pixie. "Come with me and get into my magic boat."
So Rupert and Morwenna follow him, and very soon they're afloat.
"Don't worry," says the pixie. "When you return to Rocky Bay, it won't be the middle of the night, but the middle of the day." Magically, they're back on the beach just as soon as the boat has set sail. There they see Fisherman Dan, who's amazed when he hears their strange tale.